Does anybody really know what the hell is going on over at DC these days? This is the Sox Rocker Show. You know, I gotta ask, will the DCU ever make it? I mean, really, will it? Well, I wonder from the looks of things. Yes, James Gunn's new Superman movie is finally in the works, but not without concern. And like it or not, admit it or not, there is concern. Millions of people were waiting with anticipation for the final reveal of his version of the Superman suit that Corn Sweat will be wearing, and I don't care what anyone says, it was not all that impressive. I mean, there were more questions asked and memes made about it than, well, overwhelming accolades. Yes, it was only the first viewing of it, but that's precisely my point. It should have been spectacular. This movie's important, very important. It's supposed to be the launch of the rebirth of the DC Universe. The DC Universe that we really have never gotten. We've had bits and pieces, mind you, but nothing that even resembles a cohesive universe, a true assembly, if you will. We had the Christopher Reeve days, we had the Keaton days, and we had the Dark Knight trilogy days. We came so close with Zack Snyder's version until the powers that be over at WB decided they couldn't wait to build one and tried to cram an entire universe into a single film because they simply had to catch up to Marvel, and shot themselves in both proverbial feet, and in doing so destroyed what could have been. And now, well, it all lies in James Gunn's hands, so we are led to believe. He's the main cook in the DC kitchen now, you see, but I have to ask, can he? Actually cook, Yeah, he made the Guardians of the Galaxy trilogy, blah, 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 I know, yawn, it's old news. But does that mean he can create an entire universe? Well, it's no secret that I don't think that he can. I hope that he can, but I have my doubts, very large doubts, mostly because I think his narcissistic, controlling ways just might be his downfall. That and the idea that I think inside he feels that he simply has to do better than his predecessor, Zack Snyder, by trying too hard. And say what you will, Zack was onto something. That many rabid fans can't be wrong. And had WB left him the hell alone like they seem to be doing with Gunn, well, just imagine what we could all be enjoying right now. But they didn't, and so we wait again. And again, I wonder, last year was horrible for DC, and we all know it. Blue Beetle, Shazam! Fury of the Gods, Aquaman, The Lost Kingdom, and how can we forget the debacle known as The Flash. And I know many will say that Gunn had absolutely nothing to do with those films, and it's true, maybe he didn't, but bro has guilt by association because he and the constantly non-existent Peter Safran were put in charge of DC on November of 2022. So like it or not, he, they, what the hell ever, share part of the blame, period, because they now have the keys to the kingdom. And I don't care what anyone says, they share part of the blame because of that fact. The same goes for whatever the hell is going on with the Batman 2. If Gunn is the great DC chief that he claims to be, then you'll never convince me that has nothing to do with the constant delays, or at least that he doesn't at least know why it keeps getting delayed. And I at least think they, he, whomever, should tell the masses something. I kind of think we deserve it after all the ups and downs that everyone has tolerated throughout the years. Will the Batman 2 ever get made? Is the Batman 3 still in the works? And what about Batman Brave and the Bold? If rumors mean anything at all, we may not see it until 2027. Are those delays intentional? If Batman 2 actually gets made and comes out in 2026, could it be possible that Batman 3 will actually be Batman Brave and the Bold? Many people think that Robin will make an appearance in Batman 2, so I guess that is possible. And I can't help but wonder if Gunn really wants two versions of Batman running around in the end. I don't think his ego could handle it, especially if one version turned out to be more successful than his version. Now, I'm not sure how I'd feel about Pattinson being in it anyways, but one never knows. But with all of the attention being spent on the new Superman film and its mighty entourage of unknown actors, Supergirl, Creature Commandos, and the Cringe Fest Peacemaker series, it kind of feels like old Batsy's being left out in the cold, at least for now. Well, except for maybe the Penguin series, that is. So just what in the hell is going on with the Batman movies with DC? Who knows? All I do know is every week that goes by, I'm left more and more confused by it, and in turn, numb to it. I've stopped looking for updates as often as I used to. I refuse to get all giddy every time James Gunn posts a picture of himself in some obscure situation or holding his latest piece of DC memorabilia in hopes of convincing the masses that he truly does love and care about DC and does in fact know what he's doing. Even the posts on X between the Gunn haters and the Snyder haters have seemed to well taper off a bit. They've kind of side-hated over to the latest Star Wars blight, and rightfully so, because it's crap. Look, all I'm saying is if something is going to happen, let's get on with it already. Gunn, dude, man, give us a Superman teaser trailer or something, anything to whet the old DC appetite, to get the juices flowing again. And at least give us something that proves that you are invested into the Batman movies, even if they do not fall under your so-called creative umbrella. Then just maybe people will stop thinking that you're out to sabotage them. Okay, I'm coming down off my soapbox now. I'm done with this rant. For now, anyway. If you have anything you'd like to add, feel free to leave your comments down below. And if you would, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really does help out. And as always, thanks for stopping by. God bless, and Socks out.